是这是怎么样的作用呢？就是给你一个like a guideline，就是方便你来裁剪的时候做一个参考。很多时候我最常用的就是这个3:1 1/3 rule 3:1黄金线。刚才我们知道了 login 的 icon， 你可以不同的 setting， 最后就是水平，另外就是 letter O 来改变不同的参考小reference， 很多时候我就是用这个。好了，我现在来裁剪这张照片，你看最重要的就是中间这个人全部不要了，我只有在 the corner 再来改，然后再摇动。之后再登就可以了。就这张照片 ，Let me reset it。开始的时候就是这个样子，你知道这个不好看了，对不对？你可以做裁剪的时候，就是 corner， 你也可以用 corner， 也可以。就 OK， 那你可以看很少，对不对？就用我的 corner， 就是很简单，对不对？但是有一点我们要小心的，就是好像这个，你知道，当你裁剪的时候，那个高清情况就是大大的减小了。我现在你看这个照片的大小原来是5000跟3000，应该不是，是不是？对，呀，因为从前的很旧的相机5000跟3000，你不可能畏惧，你不能那个当你 hold Alt option 就可以了，你不能裁剪的照片这个大小那个大，但是你看看这个高清的情况是不是不太好啊？所以你们裁剪的时候，你不可能裁的很多很多。从前刚才是5000，现在是1000，你不能改的太多了，太多的时候的就不高清了。所以最重要，你不能裁剪的太多太多。所以我们拍微距真的有用不同的镜头，不是你可以先来拍之后再裁剪的。那你看我刚才的照片，原来的时候是6000多，就100。如果是1000这么多，就是差不多不是太好了。一般的情况，你的照片就是不高清了，所以3000对2000你看得来也可以，也不错了。你看也不错，所以不能裁剪的太多啊。好了，现在没有问题。好嘞。 有2个东西我们在学的。那刚才我们呢裁剪改了大小，但是好像这个人他们是真的是这个角度的。如果我们来改变，是不是可以改了？好像你看左手边，是不是他看来好像是站出来，不是有这个 angle， 对不对？我们可以在弄的时候，你看，你可以用这个来改变，但是你看到这个东西吗？只有你按了之后，你就在你的 mouse 按一按 ，hold it，之后来画一条线，放手。作用是什么？你就好像这了画一条线，就这了，这个方向就是这样了。如果你这个方向就这样的时候，它就会；如果你这个方向就这样的时候，它就会不一样了。所以你可以差不多的情况，你这个就是这个方向。对，另外有一个 shortcut， 你要知道 X， 对 ，X Y Z 的 X， 唯独 X 它会改变就 portrait。当你在 X again back to landscape， 所以如果现在我真的只有我按了 X， 它就变成这个样子了，对不对？那所以我刚才说的shortcut 全部你可以在 setting crop 这里的，你是 X 就是来 rotate crop respect， 你在这里 rotate X back again， 所以你记的时候你这是 shortcut 也很快，应该是差不多了，你可以再就在还有一个很多时候我们在转变这张照片，你可以 setting 不是 photo， 你是 rotate 在 photo， 但是你记得 shortcut 就是 command。Actually, the photo is command and it's a bracket. 只有你 command and a bracket rotate， 怎么样的作用呢？你真的很多时候他们拍照，这个是上面，这个上面是水，很多人就这样倒转来，将那个水放在上面，真的放在下面，骗人是不是？我也不知道，有些人是这个样子来做了。你可以不知道那个 shortcut 就是 photo rotate， photo rotate and then rotate， 可以，一个 shortcut 就是这个样子。你也可以 photo 这个没有 shortcut 了，就是 flip horizontal 左右，对对，有个时候向下对不对？这个就是还有一个我可以 是不是？诶，没有，不知道在哪里。啊，有些时候好像这张照片 reset， 你看，这是很多张照片连起来的。当我们裁剪的时候，你可以constraint to image， 你可以当你 hit 这个，它会自动的跟你这样的摆的地方就准备裁剪。但是很多时候在这个情况，我们就是 unlock it， 做自由的来改。不同的情况就是这样。有些时候我也可以跟你们讲，拍照的时候，很多时候我们会拍多一点，多一点点，之后来方便我们来裁剪。对，我还这是好像这一张照片，对，当我们裁剪的非常好的时候，如果你看看，如果打印的时候4:6，但是如果改变的，想想5:6 4:6，改变来11:17，你看它们的大小完全就不一样，可能就是所以很多时候我们裁剪的时候不能裁剪的太小。Let me see， 我们不能裁剪的很 tight。当我们拍的时候，你看它会剪掉，因为不同的大小，因为5:7 11:17 11:17 is okay， 4:6， 所以你们做的时候要小心，不能裁剪的太了 too tight，OK， all right， so let's repeat in English. Today is the class is a little it's kind of simple. Right? First of all, we when we crop the photo to change the size, here's the icon, the crop tool. When we hit it, you will notice this menu pop up. The first thing we want to pay attention is the lock button, to lock it. What's that mean? If you lock it, when you change, its ratio is proportional. The height and the width, they are proportional. If you unlock it, you can freely change it. Right. I would suggest to lock it all the time. I know a lot of people, when they first, a lot of the time when they do it, they want to freely. Let's say, what is the problem? If I want to do it like this, all right, this one, I freestyle. And then I freestyle in this one. Now let's say we on the picture. When you send it out, you send out all different size. Is that a problem? Yeah, maybe there's not a problem. But when you print it out, that we have all different size. What can you do? What kind of photo album you can put it in? So be a good habit. Try to crop everything same ratio. So when you, let's say when you print it, now when you print it, let's say this one. Now when you do print on this one, it's kind of okay on this one. Now it's all different because when they get to the same size, we print a 4x6, you will lose some of the stuff, right? So that's why it's a good habit. You try to crop it in ratio, right? Try to lock it, okay? So besides that, the next one, you can hit auto, but most of the time I don't use it. And then only, well, actually I don't use it. And now there is a preset, you can use it. And 4x6, 5x7, you see that? That's how it affects your printing. The size is totally different. That's why when we photo shoot, we always shoot it a little bit wider, just a little bit. So when we crop in different size, we're able to do it. Right? See that? They're all different size. But most of the time I will 4x6 because my camera is set up to 4x6. So you can say a shot 4x6 when they do it, and 4x6, it's the same. So most of the time I will use the 4x6. Now the other one is the level. Try to level out the photo. But when I shoot it, most of the time I try to make it level. So save all this step. All right, so now let me try to crop it. Most of the time when I'm doing a stage photo, concert, there's a lot of stuff we have to cut it. Just like this one, when we shoot it, that's the max I can do because of the area. So I have to crop it. So if you hold the Alt key or Mac the Option key, you can just center and crop. Right. Now we do it. You see that I can cut away all this stuff. Right. And then see, that's done. So now with this one, that you can see this on the side, I can just cut it. There you go. Make it look nice. See, and this one, instead of a lot of stuff at the top, you can just grab it, lock it, do it, this, and you just move it to the right side. Simple enough. See, that's how you crop all the photo. But make sure when you crop a photo, you lost the definition. That means you will be, it's not that high definition anymore. That's why you cannot cut a lot. Let's say, for example, this one, right? When you do on a macro, there's no way you can say, all right, I can shoot this and then I can cut it way, way small, do this. Oh, see, I will have a picture, but you see the quality? It's not sharp and clear at all. Now you can look at the size from original. 5,000. You cut it down to 700. See how much like pixel you really lost. So you can't do it that way. So that's why when you crop a photo, you cannot crop a lot. Otherwise, people are not selling you like macro lens, right? You have to do it, use a macro lens and everything. So make sure you don't crop a lot. But for a picture like this, because I have like 6,000, something like that, and it's a 3,000, and it's also is very good quality. So just keep in mind, if it's down to like 1,000 or 700, it's really not that good. 3,000 or 4,000, still very good. Right. So that's all the stuff we have. The last thing that we need to learn about this, not the last thing, the last two, the angle. Now, for example, this photo. Now, you can see this. She's really an angle. You can just rotate it. Make her looks like she's really standing, right? Now, besides that, there's a tool. You see that little tool in here? When you click on this one, you just hit the first point, hit the mouse, hold it, and tell them, all right, this is the straight line. And you'll release the mouse, it's automatically lining up for you. Right? So that is one of the quick way you just level it. Right? If you like to landscape, you can do it also in the landscape within, all right, this is the horizontal line like this, whatever. You can say that, all right, I want you horizontal line like this. See, should be like, so this is the level tools. Right? And then all this thing, you can go by the setting. And then in here. Now there is other shortcut that I wanted. Let me see. All right, let's use this one. Now, if I hit the letter X, X, Y, Z, the X, it changed to portrait. Hit X again, it changed back to landscape. Okay. The same as you have the setting, crop, X, hit it, it changed to portrait. X again, back to landscape. That's how some of the photo, you want to change it to landscape portrait. Just like this one, if you put a letter X, you can make it like a, okay, like a landscape photo. Okay. So the letter X, yeah, letter X. Now another one is, it's not really like in crop, right? Like this photo. Now, if you want to rotate the photo, you just hold the command and then the bracket. When you hit it again, it will just rotate it. It's the same as the photo. You see that rotate, the command, a control for PC, and then this bracket. When you hit it, you turn. And then hit it one more time, it turn. And then I can hit one more time, back, and hit it one more time, back to original. You can also flip it. There's no shortcut, like horizontal flip it. You see that before the boat is right here, now flip to the other side. And then you can flip it upside down. Right? Sometimes people do that. They just put the water one on the top and then the real one at the bottom. Try to maybe trick people. Okay. And then let me see. Now, if you do this one, I can use that when you do crop. Remember the level one? When I do level, I just like, all right, this is the level line. Boom, it just level a little bit. Let's say if the photo is like this, with the photo like this, right? If you take a photo like this, you just crop it, use the level tool, and tell them, all right, this is the level line. Boom. Back to right. Now the last thing is just like this photo. Now actually this photo is a combination of, I think 6 photo is a combination. You see that when they combine together, there are some missing area. Where do crop, you see that constraint to image, when you hit this, it will try to eliminate all this white area. When you hit it, boom, it just got it. But under this condition, you see that if you do that, you see that it all cut off. So this is the case, you have to unlock it and then just change it. I would just move this a little bit, make it like even. And that's it. So this is the only case. Sometimes you have to unlock it to make it like that. So that's it for today. So crop to, if you lock it, and you can use this, but most of the time when I use it, and then you just change it, whatever you want, but make sure you don't want to cut it too much. When you cut it too much, you lost all the clarity. Okay. Any questions? 有没有问题?
I have one question. You have image size on the top left, but I don't see that in my.
Hit the letter I. Information. Letter I. IJK.
Oh, okay.
I. Hit
okay.
the I. Hit it again. It's just cycle.
Okay, good. Thank you. I got it.
All right.
老师那个 lock 我知道你说如果 unlock 就是 freestyle cropping 但如果不就是 lock it 的话 and I know I heard you saying try to keep it a lock all the time so lock 的话 versus freestyle cropping 就是按照它的 control 就你自己不会改变很多是吧是这个意思吗
不是No， 就是当你 lock 的时候，你改变一个方向，另外一个方向这个它会自动跟你来比例的。好像 let's say
OK
let's say this one， 如果你在改变在现在这上面啦，它会自动跟你来跟你的高度来的 height， 它会自动跟你自动的改变那个 width 那个长度。当你改变那个长度，它就会自动跟你改变那个高度。所以你只有你一个方向，它会自动跟你来改的。当然你可以改 angle， 就是两个自动来改。That's the difference between the locking.
I see. So
when you do unlock, you can see that it's not affected the height. It's not affected the width. But when you lock it, you see that the same thing. When you do the width, it changed the height also.
Oh, okay.
Right before, when you unlock it, when you do it, it's not changing the height. That's the difference between lock and unlock.
Okay.
All right.
好，
还有什么问题如果他们when the English I missed one thing. There's a letter O. O-P, the O. What does that mean? It's just like the reference line. Right? And when you do that, those are all when your composition is all the theory, but most of the time I'm using a 1/3 rule. I'm using this. That's the most common style to use. You can use a triangle. I think like group picture and triangle, and then this one, I don't know, I've got this also triangle and some of this and the leading line, whatever. I'm not good on all this thing. And then there's like different size of, if you can say that, if you different size of photo, 5x7, 4x5, it's all different. So when you crop it, you make sure this is for reference. When you letter O, most of the time I'm using this. This is the common one I use. They always say that put it on 1/3. That's 1/3 rule. They make it like better. That's what they said. Okay. 还有什么问题？没有问题，就今天差不多了。Okay. Stop recording.